Hello everyone and welcome to a book review. This one is for a manga and this is censored by Junji Ito. Junji Ito writes horror mangas. One of the tags is like mystery. I guess I can see some of the mystery elements, but this is more heavily horror. Sometimes I struggle with horror and I do enjoy Junji Ito's work, but out of everything that I've read by Junji Ito so far, which is not much, this is my least favorite of Junji Ito's that I've read thus far. I gave it a 3-star, but I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time. I think I was expecting it to be more horrific and creepy than it actually was. The other stuff was more creepy, which is more what I'm looking for. To me, this wasn't quite as creepy, but it was still good. It was still a fun, quick time. So this is translated. It was originally published in Japan, so this is translated from Japanese, originally published in 2019. And I think it was maybe, if I remember right, 2020 that was translated to English. Not 100% positive, but originally published in Japanese in 2019. And this is definitely an adult, so do be aware of that. Now, a couple things you need to be aware of. So this one, first let's talk what this is kind of about, without spoiling anything. We're following, now I cannot pronounce the characters' names. It starts off following this one gal. She's on a hike. She comes across this one guy. He's like, "We've been waiting for you." She goes to this town and it is full of these, she notices these fibers in the air. They're like more like hair follicles or like strands of hair, and they're golden. She gets to this town and it is covered in this stuff. And it attaches to these people, won't come off of people's heads and stuff. And when it attaches to you, you start to become more of a clairvoyant. You can see well into the future. You can see the past. You can see, your mind is way expanded. And there's a lot of talk about light versus dark, things like that. You have this thing happens, this gal is the survivor. We're more in modern times now. And there's this news reporter who keeps saying he's a no-name news reporter. And he's trying to figure out what happened with this one gal, why she keeps disappearing, why people that were associated with her keep disappearing, things like that. And then all of a sudden in this guy's town, this hair fiber starts to show up and attach to people, except instead of gold, it is black. And there is a difference between the black and the gold. The powers are pretty much the same, but the source of the powers is a little different. Again, it comes down to good versus evil, light versus dark. So yeah, now that's pretty much what this is about. The power of good versus evil, who's going to triumph, things like that. You do have some body horror in this, do be aware. There was this one page I went to that was like, if you struggle with looking at images with a bunch of circles, little circles, you might want to avoid this because there is a page where there's a face that is full of these little circles, like these holes throughout on this whole face. So do be aware of that. That does pop up and it takes up pretty much the whole page. So again, you have body horror, you have stalker, I would say, in this, as well as abduction. So those are your trigger warnings. Religion is a source of this, as far as there being like this, them talking about lords and God a lot. So God does come up 24 times, sometimes, most of the time in a religious, most of the time in a religious tone. Very rarely is it not. So most of the time in a religious tone. Other words that come up, you have Jesus coming up 2 times, Christ 1 time, both of which are done in a religious sense. The word Lord comes up 6. Sometimes it's more like you have, if you think back in whatever olden times where you have ladies and lords, that type of a situation. The word suicide, it does come up 9 times. Please, again, be aware, I don't remember if I said this, suicide is actually depicted on the page. You are seeing the suicide. The word hell comes up 1 time and damn it 1 time. So not, too graphic, but again, this is more heavily on the religious side, not like Christianity type religion, although it does mention a little bit towards that, but it's kind of gearing more towards well, I am this all-seeing clairvoyant, so therefore I am God type of a situation. So that's kind of how those words are used. So that is it. Let me know. What books by Junji Ito have you read? Have you enjoyed it? Do you enjoy Junji Ito's works? Are you intrigued to pick any of Junji Ito's works up? Let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.